toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Time to see what Patrick Mahomes can do here with his first possession. The quarterback out of Texas Tech getting set to lead this KC Chiefs offense.
And what a first half of the season he's had, leading the NFL in passing yards to this point. It's been a tough man to slow down. So this defense certainly has its work cut out for him.
Now he's able to break through one tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. On second down, Etienne once more. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the 46-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup.
They'll find Smith-Schuster again. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive.
It's a gain of 2. And on Kansas City Chiefs.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target. And that'll bring up second down. You look at this Raiders defense. Against the pass, they're toward the middle of the league, number 15 in the NFL.
Yeah, this has been a good defense, but they're going to have to really prove it in this one because, guess what? They're facing the number 1 passing offense in the NFL. It's definitely a prove-it day for them.
23 yards on the tuck and run.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
I am willing to bet that he got a monster grin on his face when he saw what was happening. Man covers are so committed to denying a big throw that it pulled attention away from him, and he had an easy lane to hit, and hit it he did.
Jamin Davis, the one to get up from his linebacker spot and make that play. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Mahomes going to throw. Screenplay, here's Etienne. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Rice. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And it'll be 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
Okay, I'm not taking a turn to negative town, even though it's going to sound like it. The 2 interceptions he threw last week, those obviously have to be eliminated, and that was the focus of practice this week. But let's face it, he did throw 3 touchdowns.
And they got the win.
So I think it was a good week for him to work on things. Had some positives, the win being first and foremost. Now just got to eliminate those interceptions.
And he stopped immediately there. Short throw caught by Bowers. Here now, 3rd and a yard.
Complete to Brock Bowers. A gain of 9 brings up 3rd down.
They'll try to run for it with Jeanty. Fighting off the defender. And he is going to have the Raiders first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
And the Las Vegas first down. A gain of 9 yards. And the Raiders.
Richardson looking to throw this. That one complete to Trey Tucker. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
First down. A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Las Vegas.
On first down, it's Jeanty. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Now we get a stoppage because a member of the Raiders shaken up on that one. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Anthony Richardson with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Raiders have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
The Chiefs offense and their quarterback coming out for their second drive. And he's an early front runner for MVP in the NFL here in the first half of the season. As you can see, he's a league leader in passing yards at this stage of the game. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 36-yard line.
Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. And Kelsey's going to have a Chiefs first down as he's up to the 40-yard line.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. That'll be caught by Rice. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 43. Now here's Mahomes. And the Raiders have got him. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. I was waiting for them to get there first because the momentum they carried from last week, unbelievable. They had a snowman, 8 sacks.
You were surprised that it took this long, and this isn't that long, truthfully. But here's the thing. If you've seen that on tape, your offensive line is going to have to ask for help. Tight end has to stay in. If you use a fullback, keep him in. Make sure you have extra people to try and keep your quarterback upright. Didn't work on that play.
A tough spot here. 3rd and 15.
Smith-Schuster brings up 3rd down.
In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This will be caught by Brown. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Gain of 12 yards. Brings up 4th down.
Butker's kick here is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
57 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Richardson off the play fake. That is incomplete. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Now Richardson. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. And the officials here are going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC. After one, a one-point game, 7-6. Second quarter now, and it's Las Vegas with the football. As they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. From the shotgun, Richardson. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Cole now on to punt, and he sends this one away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense and Patrick Mahomes headed back onto the field, and he's putting together a very strong first half of the season, currently the NFL's leader in touchdown passes. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Here's Mahomes to throw. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 45-yard line.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down at 7.
At the 42-yard
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And that is incomplete. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
Now Mahomes. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Max Crosby blowing up the play and getting the sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
On 4th down, Matt Araiza sent on to punt. Back deep, the former All-Pro Tyler Lockett. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8. At the 36-yard line.
Mahomes now to throw. And his throw is incomplete. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. To throw, it's Mahomes. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down as that was not an easy one to hold on to. So on fourth down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. From the right hash, this from 53. Butker's kick here is good. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
Oh, look at the juke. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat. Make sure he touches it a few times. But as you pointed out, use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people in order to put more points on the board. But he's done a really nice job of establishing them with his running.
Yeah, he's established himself well. Now can they put more points up? Play action. Now Richardson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Parker, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
And the Chiefs now getting set to go. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here on the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position after a turnover. I feel like I might have them a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn it into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. That one caught by Rice. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 32.
Straight ahead, ETN. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Throwing now is Mahomes. They'll try and set up the screen to ETN. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 18. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 19-yard line.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Throw left side, completion to Rice. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 2.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And they're able to add on to their advantage. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bowling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes this a 9-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. a juke. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Now Richardson back to throw it. Short throw to the tight end, Thomas. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
A 3-yard gain on the play.
Here's Richardson to throw. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty.
Personal foul. Roughing a kicker. Defense.
So not just running into the punter, but roughing the punter.
And I'm struggling with this one. You know, you're watching it, partner. Is it more the first rather than the latter? This is a tough one. Almost feels like he felt like he had to call it on that point.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
No gain on the play.
Richardson looking to throw. And he's taken down. Chief sack. Tershawn Wharton gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot. Backed up. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the Raiders pick it up. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Now Richardson. Following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. Call it a gain of 3. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. Richardson. He finds his rookie wideout from Tennessee. A 1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Richardson looking to throw this. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Anthony Richardson with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Raiders get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The home team's offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he's done everything you could have asked for coming in. He's spread it around. He hasn't taken many chances. And he's potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Now here's Mahomes. Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelsey. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And again, it's Mahomes. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Brings up third down and 3 yards to go.
Mahomes going to throw. A throw left sideline falls incomplete. On fourth down, the Chiefs send out Matt Araiza to punt. Back deep, the dangerous Tyler Lockett. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Looking to put a drive together. Off play action. Richardson. That is incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Richardson. And the Chiefs are going to get him. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go. Now Richardson. Over the middle, complete. That's Tucker. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for Las Vegas.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
16 yards. First down, Raiders.
Richardson to throw off play action. Over the middle, hooks up with the tight end Bowers. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 44-yard line.
Las Vegas, first down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
A run out of the gun with Genty. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 104 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Right back to Genty on 1st down. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. So from the 26-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8.
The Chiefs' 26-yard line.
They'll go again with Genty. And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. Back to throw. Richardson. A bullet throw, but incomplete. 4th down, and on comes the Raider kicker, Daniel Carlson. This from 44 yards away. The kick by Carlson is good. And they have regained the lead. And they don't get a touchdown here in the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
The Chiefs offense had Rashee Rice headed back onto the field. And he's been the go-to guy in this offense throughout the first half of the season. As you can see, he's the NFL's leader in touchdown catches. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they're trying for Brown, and it's intercepted.
Lonnie Johnson picks it. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. The run straight ahead with Genty. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone.
13 yards on the play. And the Las Vegas first down. A gain of 13 yards. First down, Raiders.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So this whole game gets flipped on its ear right there. The interception returned for a touchdown, and this lead changes hands here in the third quarter.
And it certainly felt like this defense had a read on what was going on the offensive side of the ball and said, let's cut down our coverage a little bit. Let's be in a position to make a play on the ball. And, boy, that sure turned out well for them.
And they turned the pick six into a pick 8 with that two-point conversion.
I love how you upsell. That is outstanding right there. What a big-time play. Big switch in how this game was going, and then they capitalized a little bit on top.
The Raiders offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the topic of the halftime talk for this defense. We've got to find a way to slow him down. That's probably what they're saying. But nothing that they have done has worked so far. The drive will begin with a run by Genty. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31.
1 yard gain. Brings up second and 9.
Richardson from the gun, he'll throw. Now a run here off the RPO, he'll keep it. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
Brings up third and inches.
QB sneak, Richardson. And he is going to have the Raiders first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on third and inches.
First down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They go play action with Richardson. A short throw, that's hauled in by Mayer. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
15 yards. That's another Las Vegas.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Incomplete. It's now second and 10.
Richardson out of the shotgun. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Incomplete. Coverage defensively.
Back to throw again. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. First and 10. Look at this, a tight end carry. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Now it's second and 10.
Second and 10. At the 29-yard line.
On the zone read, a give to Genty. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on third and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. To throw is Richardson from the gun on third down. Richardson hit it, he fumbles it. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. They'll run. It's Brashard Smith. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Second and 9. And they'll go to the air now with Richardson. To the right side, here's Mayer. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 1.
QB sneak, Richardson. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first.
It's a gain of a yard.
1 yard is the gain. And the Raiders are going to have a first and goal.
First and goal, Raiders.
Genty is going to go backwards. He'll lose yardage back to the 5. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Richardson now on 3rd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Trey Tucker, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders are an extra point away from evening this one up. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Carlson on for the PAT. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd quarter.
That ties the game.
That drive, a long one, spanning 15 plays. And it ends with a Las Vegas touchdown. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. 2nd down and 4.
Juju Smith-Schuster. A 6-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Mahomes now to throw.
32-yard line.
Got him in. It's Brown. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
This will be caught once again by Brown. And he's brought down. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. 1st down.
Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Running out of the gun with Etienne. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and a yard.
A gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and 1.
Now a 1st carry for their fullback. And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down.
A shotgun snap and a give to Etienne. And he loses the football a 2nd time. And the Raiders have recovered. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Genty. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 127 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Once again, it's Genty. And he'll bring it up here to right at at the 40-yard line.
5-yard gain on the play. And the Raiders.
Up the middle, it's Jensen. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 3.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That's Samaya, the tight end. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 43.
That's good for a Las Vegas first down.
Gets it quickly out wide to Thornton. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd.
On the option left, Richardson. Now he's into the clear again. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Anthony Richardson, 38 yards. And the Raiders have broken our tie and have taken a 4th-quarter lead. So a designed run all the way, and he took it the distance. I don't know that anybody saw that coming.
Well, on this play, how about the vision of him, being able to see the open field, make his move, and get there. Oftentimes, defenses have a spy for the quarterback position to try and take care of it. On that play, if they did, it certainly didn't work. Yeah, there's no doubt.
For Las Vegas.
They juked him. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29.
2nd and 9 at the 29-yard line.
Now Mahomes. He'll drop that underneath to ETN. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. Here it's 3rd and 2. Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raiders offense and Anthony Richardson ready for this next possession. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. A good move. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
It's a gain of 22 yards. And the Las Vegas first down.
From the shotgun, Richardson. He finds his target, Beckham. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 45-yard line.
On the give, Genty. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Here is 3rd down and 4.
Wilson on the tackle. A gain of 2 on the play.
Here's Richardson to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Oh, he's intercepted again. It's Richardson's 3rd of the game. picked up by Nick Bolton. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Bunker on for the PAT. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. A beautiful fake. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The visitors' offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, it's all been on display throughout. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Staying on the ground. This time it's Smith. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. From the 41, here's 2nd down and 7. Now Richardson back to throw it. A short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 49-yard line. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup for 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
A give out of the gun to Genty. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. And on 3rd and inches, we're going to get a whistle and a timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Richardson. It's a gain of a yard. That's another Las Vegas.
On 1st down, it's Genty. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. Richardson. Short throw there, caught by Thomas. The Arrowhead crowd in full roar. Here's 3rd down. Richardson looking to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. On the option left, Richardson. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
A gain of 13 yards. 1st down.
And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Richardson will keep it once again. And the Raiders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line.
Vegas. 1st down. 1st down, Las Vegas.
Richardson going to try to run it. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. A touchdown run there from a yard out as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Extra point by Carson, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Carlson, the kickoff for the Raiders.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. Here comes Mahomes and the Chiefs. Down by 7. A minute 14 to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. Mahomes. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up second and
Mahomes.
at the 27-yard line.
Finding Kelsey. Sheds off the tackle. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
And a Kansas City Chiefs.
And with the clock ticking under 50 seconds now, he spikes it. Under 50 seconds to play. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Mahomes. This will be caught by Brown. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 44-yard line.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs.
And he clocks it with just over 30 seconds left. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Mahomes to throw it. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. A big play looming on 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Mahomes. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Incomplete. It's now 4th down.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. He had to force it there on 4th down, and it's intercepted. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember?